Okay, we've got a vernal pool here that Nance is over on the right hand side looking at. And vernal pools was my topic in my main master naturalist class this month. And we're supposed to come out here and find some, and we're supposed to find some tree frog eggs, green frog eggs, and salamander eggs by observing the vernal pools that we find out here. And I've got one right by the house that I found a bunch of salamander eggs in that I thought was pretty cool. But I haven't seen any frog eggs until we came across this little vernal pool here today on our walk. We've gone past the Y camp, past where I usually walk to, and we came across this. And it's not the best of vernal pools we've seen. Vernal pools are pools that come up in the springtime. Vernal, I think, has something to do with the Latin word meaning spring. And these things come in the springtime. And salamanders and tree frogs and green frogs come to these things to lay their eggs. And their hope is that the eggs that they lay will have an opportunity to mature and crawl out of there. Crawl out of this water pool before it dries up and become productive salamanders, frogs, tree frogs, and green frogs. Tree frogs are little gray guys. And peepers also would be coming to these places to lay their eggs. And as we get closer to this vernal pool, oh boy, we have some eggs, I'll tell you. And we're going to do a little close-up thing, and look at that group of eggs right there. All in a jelly mass, little green heads in each, little green dot in each of the jellied mass of eggs. I'm not sure what these are. I'm not sure if they're tree frogs or green frogs. But when you come over here, we have got mass after mass of these eggs. There's a bunch there, there's a bunch there, there's a bunch there. There's another couple bunches up there and up there. There's something that happens in the springtime that's called the big night. And the big night is a night in the spring when there's kind of a warm rain, which lets the salamanders and frogs and peepers out, and they head to the vernal pools to lay their eggs. And this one has got quite a few eggs. There's another mass right down there under the water. These seem to be right on top of the water, even though they're totally submerged, but they're on top. Cool stuff. Vernal pools. I grew up next to one in Lewiston. I was always in this thing, catching pollywogs, little frogs, hunting for salamanders, re-exploring vernal pools in Maine.